we will move to a new topic. Percentage problem. Okay. Now the new topic is based on percentage. Actually, based on this percentage problem, based on this concept, percentage concept, they may have asked a number of questions like based on salary problem. Suppose one salary is 25% more than second salary. Then by what percentage second salary is less than first? Based on the salary, based on the percentage problem, they may ask the questions in salary question. And second one is data interpretation. Data interpretation question is very crucial for your examination. For a single data interpretation problem, there may be under 5 or 6. I think it is 5, right? Based on a single question, they may ask 5 to 6 problems. Most of them are based on this percentage and ratio problem. Then again, if you understand the concept of percentage very thoroughly, you can solve the problems like time and work, then distance and speed problem. What? SIC, yeah. Simple interest and compound interest. So all these problems you can solve if you understand the concept of percentage very thoroughly. You can solve any number of problems based on this area. So first of all, we will move to percentage. What does it mean? Actually, what is meant by percentage? What is percentage? What is percentage? Actually, what is percentage? Percentage means out of 100. Actually, the meaning of percentage is percentage. Per means out of, this means 100. So percentage means out of 100, what is the value? That is the basic concept of percentage. If I am saying that, what is 12%? Simply I am asking, what is 12% means? Actually, 12% means 12 out of 100. 12% means 12 out of 100. 60% means 60 out of 100. Suppose I am asking what is 50% of 100? What is 50% of 100? What is 50% of 100? It means what is 50%? It is nothing but 50 out of 100. So 50% of 100 means 50% is nothing but 50 out of 100. Of 100 means of any value like 100. 50% of 100. Of is nothing but multiplication, right? So 50% of 100 means, you know the meaning of 50%. 50% means 50 out of 100. Then 50 out of 100 of what? 100 of 50 out of 100 of 100. Which is nothing but 50 by 100 is 1 by 2. Half of 100 is 50. 50% is nothing but half, right? Like 50% of 600. Suppose you have to calculate what is the value of 50% of 600. Yeah, you know the value of 50%. What does it mean? 50% is nothing but half. 50 out of 100. Half of, that is 50 out of 100 of 600. That is half of 600. That is 300. Right? So, %50 is nothing but half, right? 50% means 50 out of 100. 50 out of 100 means if you solve 50 by 100, 0, 5 by 10 is nothing but 1 by 2, right? Then 50% nothing but half is equal to 1 by 2. And what is 25%? 25% means again half of 50%. This half of 1 by 2. Half of 1 by 2 means again 1 by 4. That is 25 by 100 is equal to 1 by 4. Right? You can directly write 25% as 1 by 4. Then what is 75%? 75% is nothing but 75 divided by 100 is nothing but 3 by 4. What is 10%? 10% is 1 by 10. Right? If you understand these type of basic concepts, you can solve the problem directly without using your pen. You can directly, you will get the answer. Then one more question. Let's say, how can you change this number, that is 25 divided by 100 or 50 by 100 in the decimal form? Like decimal means 50 out of 100. It is nothing but 1 by 2, you know, it is half. How you can change this 1 by 2 for this problem in a decimal form? For dividing or multiplying the numbers like 100 or 1000 or 10, it is very easy. How? 50 is your number. You have to divide this number by 100, right? You have to divide it. Right? For dividing by such a number, in 100, how many zeros are there? 2. First 0, second 0. Right? In your division, 50 by 100, there are 2 zeros in your 100. So, you will place 2 dots from right to left. If you put 50 is nothing but 50.0, right? So, in 50, for dividing the 100 with the number 100, you have to put a dot 2 steps right to left. First and second. So, you put a dot here, that is 0.50. 50 out of 100, that is 50% or 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5. Suppose it is like 50 by 10. Suppose your question is like 50 by 10. 50 by 10, how will you solve it? You can directly cancel the number. Suppose again I am asking like 5 by 100. How will you solve it? Here the number is 100. How many numbers? 2 numbers are there. Then how will you solve it? First of all, you write the number itself, 5. Then you want to consider 2 steps from the right to left. This is the first step and this is the second step. So which means 0.05, right? 0.05. If it is 5 by 10, if it is 5 by 10, what will be your answer? 5 by 10. This again, 0.5. Why? Here, in 10, there is only 1 0 is there. So you have to change the point from the left to right at one place only, right? So after 5, you have to put a point value just left of that point. Then you will get 0.5. Now we will move to the problem like what is 20% of 100? What is 20% of 100? Actually, how you will solve this type of question? Here, you have to find out 20% of 100. In conventional method, you know what is 20% as 20 by 100 of what? Of 100 or something like 700. That will be 700. 20% of 700 you have to find out. So in conventional method, we put the equation like 20% is nothing but 20 by 100 out of 700. This is your conventional method. You can cancel zeros and zero. You will get the answer. But the concept is how you will solve without using your pen is you check the number is 20%, right? Actually, I will divide this 20% into 2. Actually, 20% is nothing. It is not 20%. It is 10% plus 10%, or 2 into 10%. 20% is not 20%. It is double of 10%. For any value, you can very easily find the 10%. What is the 10% of 700? What is the 10% of 700? What is the 100% of? What is 100% of 700? What does it mean? 100% of that number means number itself. 100% of 5 means 5 itself. 100% of number 10 is 10. 100% of 1000 is 1000. 100% of 700 is 700. So for a value 700, you can easily find what is the 100%, the number itself. Then what is 50%? What is 50% of 700? 50% means half, right? Half of that number. 50% of any number means half of that number. Half means 50. And what is 10%? Again, you can find what is 25%. What is 25% of 700? Without going for this type of equation, you can directly find out the answer. What is 25% of some number? 25% of a number means 1/4 of that number. 1/4 of that number, or half of half, right? Half of half. Half is 350. Then again half you have to take again half. 25% means 125. Right? Then what is 10%? If 100% is 700, what is 10%? 70. How you get 10%? 10% of 700. How you got as 70? 10 for 10%, you know 100% is nothing but the number itself 700. For 10%, the number is 700. For 10%, 10% is nothing but 10 by 100, right? 10 means 1 by 10. Actually, you have to divide a number by 10. By 10 means there are how many numbers, how many zeros are there? Actually 1 0. Actually 10% of something means, actually you put a dot one step from the right to left. You can directly put a dot from right to left. What is 10% of 350? What is 10% of 350? 35. How you got it? 350, you put a dot one step from the right to left. Then you will get 35 as your 10%. What is 10% of 1625? 162.5. Then what is 1% of? You know what is 10% of 700? 10% of 350? 10% of 1625. Then what is 1% of 700? 7. How? It is 10%. 10% is 70. Then you have to calculate 1%, which means again 10 you have to divide by 10, right? So one more step to left side. You have to put a dot from right to left. So 10% is 70. So your 1% is 7, right? 7 is your answer, 1%. Then what is 1% of 350? What is 1% of 350? Directly you can find the answer. 350 is your answer. So 350 is your number. What will be the 10%? For finding the 10%, you put a dot here, right? One place right to left. For 1%, you have to consider 2 step, right? 2 step from the right to left. Then you directly get the answer 3.57. What is 1% of 1625? 1% again means 2 step from right to left. 1625. 1% we have to find out the 1%. So this is first step, then second step. Answer will be 16.2. For finding this type of ratios, for finding this type of percentage, you don't need to use your pen, right? Actually, it's very easy to find 10%, 1%. But here the question is, what is the 20% of? What is the question actually?
20% of 100.
20% of 100, right? What is 20% of 100? Here the question is 20%. I think it is 600, right? Okay. 20% of 100 you have to find out. So I already told you that 20% is nothing. It is not 20%. It is nothing but 2 into twice of 10%. So for any value, you can very easily find the 10% of that number. 20% of 100 means 2 into 10% of that number. Actually, you don't need to write like these steps. But just for understanding the problem, I am writing this. 2 into 10% of that 100. What is 2 into 10%? What is 10%? 10% of 100 is, you have to put a single dot from the left to right. Put 10%, which is 10. Then 20% means 2 into 10%. 2 into 10 is nothing but 20. For finding the 20% of a value, first of all you have to consider what is the 10% of that value. Suppose it is 30%. If the question is like 30% of 600, how you will find the 30% of 600? Suppose it is your question. You have to find out 30% of 600. How you will find out? Again, say 30% is nothing but 3 times of 10%, right? 30% is nothing but 3 into 10%. You know very well how to find the 10% of a value. What is 10% of 600? 10% of a value, 10% is 60, right? Then you have to find out 30%. Then what is 30%? 3 times of 10%. 3 times of 10%, which means 60 into 3. Right? 30% of 600 is 180. Directly, without using your pen, you can find the answer directly. Suppose I am again changing my question, like let it be 35%. 35% of 600. How you will find 35% of a value without using your pen? That is your mistake. 35% of 600. How? Again, you have to divide 35%. How you will divide? 20% is nothing but 20 plus 5, right? 30 plus 5%. 30% plus 5%. You know how to find out the 30%. What is 30%? For finding the 30%, you directly find 10%. If you know the 10%, in the first instance, you can very easily find 35%. How? 10% is 60. What is 30? 30% is 3 times of 10. That's 180, right? This is 30%. Then you have to find out again 5%. 30% is 180. Then you have to find out the 5%. What is 5%? You know the 10% value. If you know the 10%, it is what is 5%? Is nothing but half of 10%. If 10% is 60, what is 5% of 60? That is half of 60. Is nothing but 10. So 180 plus 30, 210. Without using any equation, you directly find out the answer, the 35% of 600. Right? I will give you some problems. Like, you have to find out what is 12% of 200. What is 12% of 200? 25% of 650. 25% of 650. Then 33% of like 800. Fourth question, 75% of 1250. It is 100% of 5. Next one. What is 55% of 550? What is 99% of 1000? What is 105% of 200? 105%. Here the question is slightly different. It is 105% of 200. Then what is 10 percentage of 1762, 80 percentage of 300. These are the questions. 12 percentage of 200, 25 percentage of 650, 33 percentage of 800, 75 percentage of 1250, 100 percentage of 5, 55 percentage of 550, 99 percentage of 1000, 105 percentage of 200, 10 percentage of 1762, 80 percentage of 300. For solving these type of questions, there is only one condition. What is your condition? You don't use your pen. That is the condition. Right? How you will find 12 percentage of 200 first? Actually, 12% you have to divide 12 percentage. It's nothing but 10 plus 2 percentage, right? 12 percentage is nothing but 10 plus 2 percentage. What is 10 percentage of 200? 10 percentage of 200 is 20. 10 percentage of 200 is 20. What is 1 percentage? 1 percentage is 2. 10 percent is 20, 1 percent is 2. Then what is 12 percentage of 200? Is nothing but 20 plus. You have to find out 10 plus 2, right? 10 percentage is 20. Then what is 2 percentage? 1 percentage is 2. Then what is 2 percentage is 4. It is nothing but 20 plus 4. The answer will be 24. What is 25 percentage of 650? What is 25 percentage of 650? So what is 25 percentage? It is nothing but half of half, right? 25 percentage means half of 50 percentage. Right? You don't need to split 25 as 20 plus 5. You can also solve the same problem by dividing 25 as 20 plus 5. Then you have to find out what is 20 percentage. Then again 5%. Instead of going in such a method, you can directly find 25 percentage of any number. How? 25 percentage of any number means half of half. What is half of 650? Half of 650. Half of 650 means 50 percentage of 650. 325. 50 percentage is 50 percentage is 50 percentage of 650. This is nothing but 325. Then what is 25 percentage? Which means half of this. Half of this. If 50 percentage is 325, then what is half of 50%? 162, right? 162.5. So 25 percentage of 650 is 162.5. 162.5. What is 33 percentage of 800? What is 33 percentage of 800? I can change the question like more specific. It is like actually you have to find out the 33.3 percentage of 800. What is the value of 33.3 percentage of 800? What is the 33.3 percentage of 800? How will you solve it? Actually, what do you mean by 33.3%? The meaning of 33.3% you have to understand first. What is 50%? 50% means half, right? If you divide 100, if you divide 100 means if you divide a number into two parts, 50% is 1 out of 2. That is half. 1 by 2 of such number. That is 50%. And what is 25%? 25% of a number means 1 by 4th of that number. 25% means 1 by 4th of that number. Then actually, what is 33.3%? How can you divide a number in this one? 33.3. Actually, it is nothing but 1 by 3rd. 1 by 3rd of that number. If you divide 100, divide 100 into 2 parts, you will get 50 or 50%. If you divide 100 to 4 parts, you will get 25. Okay? The same method I am using here also. 50% is nothing but 1 by 2, which means I am dividing the 100 into 2 parts. 25% means I am dividing this 100 into 4 parts. Then you will get 25. Then how I will get 33.3% or 33.3? By dividing which number? Yeah. If I take half, I will get 50%. If I go by 4, 1 by 4, I will get 25%. Then how I will get 33.3% by dividing which number? It's nothing but 3. If you divide any number into 3 parts, 1 part is equal to 33.3%. So you have to understand this concept actually. If you know that concept, you can very easily find the answer. What is 33.3% of 800? It is nothing but 1/3 of 800. It's nothing but 1/3 of 800. What is 1/3 of 800? 266, right? 266. 266 is your answer. Okay, 266.5. Now what is 75% of 1250? 75% is nothing but 50 plus 25. While moving to first two last problem, you have to speed up your mathematical solving ability, right? 75% is nothing but 50 plus 25. You know what is 50%? It's nothing but half. You know what is 25%? This 1 by 4. Then what is 75%? Half of this number plus 1 by 4 of that number. What is the answer? What is half of this number? Half of this number is 50% plus 25%. 50% is 625, right? 50% is 625, and again half of it's 312. 312.5, right? You have to add 625 plus 312.5. How much? 937.5. 937.5 is your answer. What is 100% of 5? The number itself. What is 55% of 55? 550? So you have to find out 50%. What is 50%? 250. Sorry, 225, right? No, 275. 275, right? 50% of 550, which means half of 550. 275. 50% plus 5%, right? 50% is 275. Then plus 5%. What is 5%? It is half of 10%. What is 10% of 55? Half of 10% means 27.5. So add this number, you will get 55. What is 99%? How you will get 99? You don't need to divide the 99% as 90 plus 9. Instead of 90 plus 9, you can divide 90% as 90 plus 9, but it will take too much time, right? What is the easy method? If you get such a number, you just minus from the total value 100%. You know what is 100%? What is 100% of a number? The number itself. What is 100% of 1000? 1000. Then from 100%, you have to subtract 1%. What is 1% of 1000? 1% of 1000 means 2 step left, right? 1% is nothing but 10. 100% is the number itself. Which means, what is 99%? 1000 minus 9. Yeah. What is 105% of 200? What is 105% of 200? 105% means 100% plus 5, right? What is 100%? Two number. Sorry, number itself 200. What is 5%? Half of 10%. That percentage is 20. Half of 10 means, sorry, half of 20 means 10. So 200 plus 10. 210. What is 10% of 1762? It is 1762. Sorry. 176.2. What is 80% of 300? 240. Correct. If you understand how to calculate this percentage problem without using your pen, we will move to the problem, right? So this is the basic understanding how to calculate the percentage problem. You can use this method in data interpretation and your compound and simple interest, and also work in time problem, speed and distance problem. In the next class we will discuss about the application of percentage problem. Okay.